So this is our cabin. Now ours is a balcony. Angela's out on the balcony right now. The cabins that Deborah and Stefan and the kids will have will be just like this, except instead of there being a balcony through those doors, there'll be a lifeboat, and the doors will be French windows, but it'll be the same size. So we have the king size bed. It could be 2 singles. We have a sofa bed that can be is where Capri will sleep in our cabin, and then there will be a bunk bed as well in Deborah's cabin for one of the other girls. So there's a small TV here. Underneath here is a fridge, a cooler. There's various places to store things. And as well, you put your suitcases under the bed. So, small drawer there, several drawers here. Only one plug-in, so don't forget to bring a power strip of some kind, but it cannot have a surge protector on it or they'll seize it. And then there are 3 cupboards or 3 closets, and they have, this one has shelves in it and a full-length mirror for getting pretty. This one is just a hang up. Someone left command strips on the door, which was kind of nice of them. And this one is hang up, and then the life jacket's above. And the bathroom is not very big, but it contains everything you need. So 2 sets of shelves for pills and toothpaste and toothbrushes and all kinds of fun things. Shower and a shower curtain, and the infamous toilet that operates via vacuum. So that's our cabin, and now I'm going to go up and start at the top deck and work our way down. So we're on deck 10. This is the sports deck, and this is the very front of the ship. And up here they have mini golf and a basketball court and little hockey nets that they use for something, but the kids have the opportunity to play a little b-ball up here and whatever else you might want to get into. And again, there is 9-hole mini golf course up here, and the walking track that I'm on. And on the Pride, this is as high as you can get. This is deck 11, and it's called the sports deck. And the great thing is you get to play mini golf while you're at sea. Even if you're not a mini golf fan, you got to play mini golf at least once while you're at sea. And from here we go down to deck number 10. So deck number 10 goes all the way around the ship, and it's one of the few areas that you can actually walk the entire length of the ship and around. So while it's technically not the walking track that's up here on deck 11, it is the ideal spot to actually get out and go for a nice walk when the weather cooperates. The Pride has 4 pools. So this is a forward pool along with a hot tub. This is a family pool. And there's lounges here for setting. Ping pong table down below there. A couple of ping pong tables. A hot tub, swimming pool, showers, and just a nice place. And then they have deck chairs out here as well, and you can walk up and around to the bow, and there's not much up there. It's basically just more glass that you can see, not a whole lot to see. And if we walk over this way, we'll walk down the length of deck number 10 and see what we can see. So we're walking toward the stern of the Pride right now. We're off the coast of England and France and the English Channel. So again, we'll be in the Caribbean. All of these chairs will be full when we're in the Caribbean, and very typical of Carnival. Folks are cleaning and washing them all the time, making sure everything is spotless. The big balls you see here are radar balls, and they're for navigation. You can see the whale tail in the back, Carnival signature smokestack. Over here to the left, these glass panels actually slide back. If we're in the Caribbean, they would be open, and there's another pool down below. That's the Lido pool. There's also the big screen TV, and we'll look at that from the inside. But while we're here, it's closed to make it a little more comfortable for swimming in the cooler weather. But when we're in the Caribbean, that'll be wide open, and it'll be the second of 3 pools. I may have said 4 before, but there are 3 pools, which is a lot of pools for a ship this size. We're walking toward the stern right now, and toward the water park area. You can see the glass curve out here. This is David's Steakhouse, which is one of the fancy places to eat, and it's an extra charge. I think Angela said it was now $41 per person, and just a nice breakaway from the main dining room. We've never eaten in any of the specialty dinings. There's all kinds of free food aboard, so we've never felt the need or desire to eat where we have to pay extra. And so this is only open at night, and it's called David's Steakhouse, and they have steak and lobster and fancy desserts and all kinds of fun and exciting things. So again, if we were in the Caribbean, all of these lounge chairs would be set up, and there'd be all kinds of people who would be partaking of the sun. But that's not a big option right now. I think it's 17 or 18 degrees out, and so laying out in the sun isn't as much of an option as it would be if we were in the Caribbean. So we're coming to the stern of deck 10 now, and this is the waterworks up here, and you have the yellow slide and the green slide, then a couple of other smaller slides, as well as a splash pad. One of the cool things about the Spirit class is the Serenity area is on the stern. Most of the big ships is up high and toward the bow, and it tends to get fairly windy. These ships didn't have a Serenity area, and so they turned the aft Lido area into the Serenity area. So this is only for guests who are 21 or above. It has a small pool and a hot tub and lounges and clamshells and all kinds of places just to get away and be a little quieter. Now we're going to go up to the water zone. And this is on deck 11 on the stern. So there are 2 water slides and then a splash zone as well. And so that's the big green one, and that's a direct drop one. So you get in, and then they pull a lever, and away you go down, around, and actually it's see-through, and you go out over the side of the ship, being able to see through again. We don't have a lot of kids on the ship, so we don't have a lot of people using the water slides and such. So you go it around outside, then you finish up back there, and again we have the splash pad and buckets, and so that's where this water slide starts. As well, we have the yellow water slide, which is a little tamer, and it's open. It's not a be inside clear see-through one, and so this is just a bit smaller, and ending up down there, and again you can see the Serenity deck down below. So we're just gonna go back down to deck number 10, and then we'll go down and take a look at the Serenity deck, and then we'll walk through the Lido area. And the Lido is the main buffet area of the ship. It has different dining options, some inside and some outside. So again, deck 10, you can walk clear to the bow where we came from on the other side. And then down through, this is again the Serenity area for people 21 and above. Oh, all kinds of lounges and clamshells. It's always hard to get a spot here, especially on really nice days. It has its own bar and a towel area, and again the pool area and a hot tub, and for those who are 21 and older. Now we're going to walk into the Mermaid Grill. This is the buffet area, and it's kind of divided into a couple of different sections. And in the morning, this is where I tend to go to right before breakfast and push the button for the doors. So right now it's 2:15 in the afternoon, and so still lots of people eating. That's the thing with Carnival, there's always lots of people eating. So around here, here's the pizzeria. It used to be 24/7. Right now it's limited. It opens at 9 o'clock in the morning, goes till 4 o'clock in the morning. Coffee bars here, and this is a paid-for specialty coffee place. But in the center here, there's regular coffee, as well as lemonade, iced tea, and water that's available all day. They are having a chocolate extravaganza today with all kinds of chocolate desserts on the buffet. And again, this is included, so all the chocolate desserts you want. We're going to the tail end of this, so selection's getting down a bit. So there's chocolate cakes and chocolate flans and chocolate puddings and ice cream. Over here is a salad bar. This is open at each of the meals, and all the fixings that you would want for a salad. And here are pre-mixed salads, as well as some fruits, so potato salads and coleslaws, Thai crunch salad, hot and sour, tauchi salad, pineapple salad, quinoa pickled radish feta salad. So take your pick of salads, of all the healthy things that you might want. And, actually more seating down there. So if we head up this way, this is the deli over in the corner, and the deli does sandwiches and fries and a couple of different types of salads that you can have with it. There's the menu, and this is open from 11 o'clock in the morning until 11 o'clock at night. And you come in and tell them what you like for a sandwich, either a hot sandwich or a cold sandwich. And they make it very, very cheerfully. Angela always gets her gluten-free sandwich there. When we go ashore, she actually has a gluten-free sandwich made for her the night before. And so on the spirit class, which are the older class ships, we still have the chopsticks, which is the Chinese portion of the buffet. It's open every day from noontime until 3:30. And there's a variety of different Chinese entrees and soup and spring rolls. And there's my meal. What's on? And so again, it's buffet style. And we go around here. More of the drink stations with lemonade, iced tea, water, coffee, both decaf and regular, as well as hot chocolate. And over here, now this is closed right now, but this is normally your buffet area, and it would have a variety of different buffet items on it. And so today, if it was still open, there was cheddar mashed potatoes, wild rice pilaf, green pea falafel, stir-fried vegetables, barbecued brisket, pasta panadilla, a seafood garlic fennel mix, and Moroccan grilled chicken. And so we're going to head back up here. So again, there's no need to go hungry on Carnival. And there's all kinds of things to eat. So that was the buffet area, the Lido area. We don't eat there in the evening, but it is open in the evening as well as at lunchtime. We figure if we're going to be fed, we're going to be fed in style in the main dining room, and I'll show you that in just a little bit. So this is that area on the Lido that had the roof closed over it. When we're on the Caribbean, this will be open. So this is Guy's Burgers here, and this is Guy Fieri's burger joint. And I had my Guy's burger last week. I would get one for each cruise, and they make your burger there. And they have several things. Their motto is, you can't have it your way, you'll have a Guy's way. But then you can go over here and you can make it your way. So they have mushrooms and onions and chili and all of the veggie toppings as well. And this has the biggest pool, and this is the loudest area the big screen TVs on the go all the time with music, and in the evenings they have the movies here with the dive-in movies and a DJ here during the day. And it's always loud right now because the cover is done, but very warm in here even this time of day in the English Channel. And here we have swirls, which is frozen yogurt and soft serve ice cream, and they're on both sides. This is open 24 hours a day, so you can always find ice cream to eat. Well, mostly he said there was no vanilla. And then over here, the DJ, perfect. And over here's the Blue Iguana. The Blue Iguana is a Mexican place. It's open for breakfast and has great breakfast burritos. And at lunchtime they have burritos, and they'll make tacos up for you. Pork, chicken, or fish at any point, whatever you want. And then a burrito station where they'll make burritos custom ordered for you through the day. And in the morning they have breakfast burritos. Yeah. And if they can't give you all the toppings you want, there are even more toppings over here. So a variety of salsa, tomato, more cheese, all the things you need to make your taco the way you want it. Again, we're still on deck 9, and we're going to go up to the third pool here. So 2 bars here that I'm sure that none of us will be taking advantage of at this point. So this is deck 9. And we come through here, and there's one more set of pools up for it. We had a couple of people break their legs on this trip, a couple of short excursions, which hasn't been fun for people, but things do happen. And you see, they're always cleaning. They're always cleaning. When people talk about cruise ships being floating petri dishes, they don't understand the amount of cleaning that goes into these ships, even long before COVID. So this is the forward pool as well. This is out in the open. And so again, 3 pools on a ship this size. A lot of pools. And we have about 2,000 people aboard. So we're at about probably 90%, 95% capacity for this cruise, and yet it doesn't feel crowded at all. We haven't had a lot of lineups, not in the food places. There's the ping pong that we saw earlier. And again, this goes up and around, and so you can see the bow. So these are the public decks here. If we go down, the decks below us now become the cabin decks from deck 8 down to deck 3. And we're going to go back here, and we're going to take the middle elevators because they're kind of nice, the glass elevators, and our little fancier elevators, and you get to see into the atrium as well. So this pool is a little quieter, not as cool as the Serenity, but larger than the Serenity, but definitely quieter than the mid pool by the big screen TV and the DJ. So we're going to go back in here past the Blue Iguana and to the glass elevators. I think glass elevators. Let's see where we go here. It's really warm in here. It's also really noisy. I'm not into noisy on my cruise, although obviously some people are. The lead on the Mardi Gras was even louder than this one here. So here again, more ice cream and frozen yogurt, and this is available 24 hours a day. So this takes us into the elevator areas, and as I said before, this is the last of the public decks for a while, and then we go down through, and the rest of the decks here are cabin decks. This is the main atrium where a lot of entertainment and games happen through the day. And they have these really cool glass elevators that we missed on the Mardi Gras because they don't have them. And we're going to go to deck 4, and deck 4 is where our cabin's going to be. I'm going to see if I can find our cabins. I haven't located them yet. So that's down to the atrium. There are 3 glass elevators here. That goes up to David's Steakhouse from the Lido. And then we go all the way down to, as I said, deck number 4. And this is where our cabins are going to be. So this is deck 4. We're going to be on the odd side. So it's either even numbers on one side, odd on the other. And we're more toward the aft, so we're going to head back this way. And let's see if I can remember the cabin numbers. I do believe that your cabin numbers are right along this area, and you'll come out and there'll be the windows into the atrium that you'll be able to see. Not mistaken, I think your cabin is 4175. And yeah, the view's back up for the atrium at 4179. And we're going to try to get a boo in these tomorrow when they're cleaning them up on debarkation day. And then Angela and I, because we have a balcony, you'll have to walk out here. Go around. Ah, no, I'm wrong. Sorry, this is 4195. That's one of your cabins. And 4199 is the other cabin. So yeah, forget what I said before. So 4199 and 4195. You don't have an atrium view, but this is the hallway. And then to get to our cabin, you'll come out, go around through the elevator area here, and back in, and around the corner, and we'll be 4209. That'll be a balcony where Angela and I and Capri will be. So that was deck 4. Deck 3 has a lot of the shops in it. We're just going to walk down the stairs here. And the stairs are really cool. They have these cool crystal vases and stuff, and it's very old school ocean liner feel. Unlike some of the ships now that just feel like big fancy hotels. Then deck 3 has a deck that you can walk all the way around. And it has the lounges and the shops here. Normandy Restaurant is the main dining room. This would normally be open in the evening and in the morning for breakfast. And so we're just going to walk up through this, the Raphael Lounge. So just another area to sit and enjoy oneself, people playing cards. And they have the art auctions here. And today we haven't been to an art auction yet, but normally we'll try to get into one or two during the time we're on the ship. So the art auctions are here. I don't know that they have music here at night, just a quiet lounge. You can come and sit, play cards, or read. And there's... Hey Deanna and Mike! We're filming for our kids, so they'll know what the Pride's like for January. We met Deanna and Mike when we were back in our hotel in London. They're from Florida, and we've been on a lot of excursions with them. It's amazing the number of people we've met on this cruise. So this is the pixels. They're always taking pictures of you when you get on the ship, when you get off the ship, every stop, at dinner, fantasy times. And the new ships, it's all done electronically. But on the old ship, they post your pictures here for everybody to see. And so you can come at various times and take a look at your pictures. If you don't want pictures, you toss them in the bin. And we're not buying pictures this time because we bought so many pictures, or we bought our nice pictures last time. And so I think over on the other side, there's a section of Den and Angela pictures that probably could be turfed out. And again, this is the atrium. There are the glass elevators there. And there's a stage here that has various entertainment, most of the time going on from the morning through until the evening. Sometimes they're playing trivia games here, but mostly it's musical entertainment that is here. So if we keep going down, more pictures of people. Everybody can see your pictures. We get down here, and these are the shops down here. So they always have an Invicta watch sale at some point during the cruise. So the gold chain sales. You go down here and there's like the shopping mall. area where they have jewelry and carnival clothing. Could have bought a hat with horns on it because we're Baltic, UK. They have sweatshirts. Normally they don't have those in the Caribbean. Various jewelry. Carnival store has Carnival branded apparel here. Hipfish has purses and knapsacks, different brand names. And then there's a watch and jewelry store. And so this kind of neat strolling through here. And again, it has a whole different feel than some of the bigger ships have. And beauty and fragrances, bonded alcohol store. Here's the candy shop, which has all kinds of candy, but just about the same type of candy that you'd have at home. And so that's kind of cool. So if we continue walking down here, when we're walking by, there's different displays here of various things. These are awards given to the Carnival Pride the first time she's come into a port. And more reading areas, quiet areas, card playing areas. And there's a piano bar. There'll be a pianist in there playing and singing every evening. We haven't made that yet. Maybe next leg we will. And if you walk down through here, again you have the different lounge areas, and this leads to the main theater, which aboard here is called the Taj Mahal. And it's a theater that sets several hundred people, and they have an early show and a late show, and then during the day they'll often have bingo and such things. It's closed, probably can't get in. Oh yeah, maybe bingo's going on. So the stairs go up to, there's 2 more levels of seating here. You come in on deck 2, this is deck 3, and it goes up to deck 4 as well. So bingo's going on right now. So this is the Taj Mahal Theater. And they'll have different musical shows and dancing shows in the evening. And during the day it becomes a bingo theater. So it's kind of cool in that sense. We're thrilled. It's really, again, has that old school feel. When we first saw one of these in the Mardi Gras, it was awesome, and they had the ugliest lights you've ever seen in their theater. Now, something we didn't know when we were on the Spirit when we went to Alaska, and just found out when we were researching this cruise, is that each of the Spirit class ships has this secret little companionway that nobody told us about. So it's just a quiet nook to read. And it goes all the way up around. And you can sit here by the windows and look out at the ocean and play cards or read and enjoy it. So each of the Spirit class has one of these, but they kind of have different themes to them. So this one, I think, is a magical garden, and and just a kind of a different spot. And like I say, we spent 7 days on the Spirit going through Alaska and never discovered this. But when we go through the Panama Canal on the Spirit, we'll know it's here and we'll be able to take advantage of it at that point. Again, just every ship has something funky that makes it different from other ships, and this is the Spirit class, this magical secret companionway that isn't really secret, but just nobody talks about it. And a place to get away. I thought that I would use this area for my writing, but it's a long way from the coffee. So in the morning I just go up to the Lido deck and grab a coffee and spend 45 minutes or an hour there before Angela gets up and we go to breakfast. And I used to be tempted with early morning pizza, but now the pizza doesn't open until 9 o'clock, so that's saved me from the temptation of the pizza. So just a quiet place away from the hubbub and the rush of the ship, if you want to get away and find a quiet place to relax. And so that's on deck 3. So now we're going to go down to deck Oh, right, kids, you want to see this? This is a warehouse. This is the arcade. And again, very pricey. You'll have to decide where you're going to spend your money, but you will have discovered this when you come aboard. So this is the arcade here. And again, there's, I think there's video games in some of the kids clubs as well that are free, part of the programming. But this is where you can give Carnival back some of your money. Or not, depending on how you feel about video games and giving Carnival back some of your money. That was the kids' arcade. That was where kids give Carnival back money. Now we'll go down through and we'll just walk through the casino, which is where adults give Carnival their money. So this is where the main entrance to the Taj Mahal is. And then there's another lounge. So the Taj Mahal, as we said before, this is where the shows happen at night, and during the day where they have the bingo games. And so we're walking through, as we say, there's a bingo game happening right now, but you can get kind of an idea of the size of the theater. We were on the second floor, and there's another floor above that. And then back and over here is the Butterfly Lounge, and it's downstairs, and it is the comedy venue. So we discovered this in the skirt, which was kind of cool, that you can go down to the Butterfly Lounge, and whether or not the Butterfly Lounge is open right now or not, we'll find out. You see there's men's and ladies' bathrooms all over the ship, and again, they are spotless. So this goes down through, this is the Butterfly Lounge downstairs, and it is a comedy venue. And it's on deck one. It's the only thing on deck one. Something's happening down here. It's the only thing on deck one other than cabins. And so if you go down here, I think this is trivia. Oh no, this is an art auction that's happening down here. So at night they have comedy shows here. They have a PG one at 8:30, and then they have adult only ones at 10:30 and 11 o'clock at night. So this is the Butterfly Lounge, and we'll often meet here for our excursion before we go ashore. And, so back upstairs, and when we go ashore, if we have any tendered excursions, that's where the Platinum folks normally meet. And because we're Platinum and you're traveling with us, you'll get to meet there as well, in order to get on the tenders earlier. You see everybody friendly. There's another lounge area here just outside of the casino.
Number 15.
This is another coffee bar, and these are, again, food that you pay for. So they have different types of donuts here, including a bacon donut. There it is right there, bacon caramel donut. And you pay extra for this as well, along with fancy coffees. Oh, we're in right now. There's Will. He's the comedy host at night, and obviously the trivia guy during the day. A lot of Renaissance art on the wall.
Number 16.
Better for worse. There's a skybox. It's a sports bar. They have sports going on the screen, and sports scores happening through the day. So people that need to get away and find out what's happening in sports, they have that. And this is the Red Frog Pub, and there's usually live entertainment happening here in the evening of various times. So there's live entertainment all over the ship in various spots that you can go to. And we always joke and thank those who drink and gamble, because the profits that are made there help offset the prices for those of us who don't drink or gamble. So people can access their accounts here. And this is the casino. Lots of lights and glitter. And again, this subsidizes the cruise for those of us who don't gamble. And, people win and lose vast amounts of money here during the ship. We've seen people win thousands of dollars, and we've heard of people who've lost thousands of dollars as well. And we've seen people that just kind of set up one of these slot machines and just push the button over and over and over again, hoping that they will win something at some point. So that's the casino. The Bonsai Sushi Restaurant is another restaurant that you pay for. There's one, I missed it upstairs, but it's a seafood restaurant that you can buy fish and chips or lobster rolls or seafood chowders, and you pay for that as well. But again, we've never paid for any food aboard Carnival. There's too much free food. So this is the Bonsai Restaurant. It's a sushi restaurant. You can also order from the steakhouse and the sushi at the main dining room for an extra cost in the evening, if you want. And so this is the main atrium. So a lot of times this is full as people are listening to music. We were here today at lunchtime for an hour. There was a guy who did a Beatles tribute, guest services over yonder. And then back from that are guest excursions. And here are the elevators again, the glass elevators that go up and down. This is a sea day. And so people are kind of relaxing and especially relaxing and getting charged back up after having been on excursions for the last 5 days. Our last sea day was last Saturday. So it's been a week since we've had a break, and every day since then has been filled with tours and excursions. This is the Alchemy Bar. There's Alchemy Bars on all the ships, and they have all kinds of special alcoholic drinks, or you can ask them to mix your own. And very popular space, and again, lots of plays for conversation and card playing as well. And that brings us up to the Normandy restaurant, which is the main dining room. This is deck 2, and this is where we will be eating here. I don't know if it's open or not. We'll see if we can sneak in. Ooh. It is open. So this is the main dining room, and this is where we'll be having our evening meals. Hi, how are you, Alexandra?
Doing good, yourself?
Good. Our kids are coming on a cruise with us in December on the Pride, or in January, so I'm showing them around.
Yes, please, please.
Can I just take a quick look?
Soon we're gonna open for tea time. Yes?
Yep. Oh, there's tea this afternoon. What
Yes,
time?
at 3 o'clock we open.
3 o'clock.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. I won't get in anybody's way.
Yeah?
And so this is actually, we ate at table 180, a little two-seater right there, was where we ate for most of our meals. And I guess there. And over here by the windows, these are seats for 10. So this is probably the type of area that we'll set in. Some of the ships have big round tables for 10, but not the Pride. The big round tables are only for a maximum of 8. And so it's a beautiful dining room. Again, on the Mardi Gras, we kind of felt like we were in an IKEA store. And here you feel like, there's all kinds of fancy stuff. There's our table next to that post. And I've never been on the top deck of the dining room before.
Oh,
Good evening,
oh,
good afternoon. How are you, Raj? I'm well. And I'm gonna go let my wife know. And this is the second deck, and I think this is the your time dining. And so we will have the evening or early dining at 6 o'clock, but some people choose to have your time, which means anytime between 5:30 and 9 o'clock, I think they can come in and eat here. So that's the tour. That's the Pride. Hope you liked it. I know there's been some jumping around in there, but I'm going to go see if Angela wants to have afternoon tea.